Okay, so on page 249 of lesson 510, all you're doing is turning this picture graph into a bar graph. So this one's pretty straightforward. You'll come back, you'll compare your graph to my graph, see how you did. On the other side is where things are going to get a little trickier, because if we were in class, I would ask and say, all right, which do we think is the cutest? And then we would make a graph. So instead of doing that, what we're going to do is just next to the dogs, put numbers, and then turn this. Instead, we're going to say cutest puppy, and we're going to turn this into a picture graph. And you can use any picture. I'll probably use smiley faces. So here we would say Romy, 3 kids think he's cute. Parker, 5 kids thinks he's the cutest. And then Domino, I think would be the cutest. So we'll say 8 for Domino. And then Bernie, no relation to Sanders, we'll say is 5 as well. So 3, 5, 8, and 5. Put this information, make a picture graph. Let's say I'm doing Romy. I would do 1, 2, 3. And one thing that a picture graph will sometimes have is a key, even though we haven't really talked about that. But that equals, the smiley face equals 1 vote or 1 student. So because we're doing that graph here, we don't have to worry about number 2. And then for number 3 here, write a 2-step word problem like we saw by using the graph. Trade problems with the class, so we're not going to trade with the classmate, obviously. And then I'm just going to write a 1 or 2-step problem. And I'll share either a 1 or a 2-step problem with you. And again, think about most or least and all the information that can be learned. So tune back in, press pause now, do the 2 graphs, and then we'll see what I came up with. Okay, welcome back. So, here's the answers. Cutest kitten, we'd have Fluffy, Mink, Odin, Simba. Fluffy would go to 6. Mink would go to 4. Odin would go to 9. Simba would go to 6. So again, if you think of what kitten is cutest, what bar goes the furthest, it would be Odin. And then if you wanted to be mean, you could say, well, what kitten then is ugliest? And you would say Mink is 4. Just kidding. On to the other side. If we graph this information, it would look like this. Romy would go to 3. Parker would go to 5. Domino here. Bernie here. And again, the pictures, each of these equals 1 person. My question was a little bit different, but that's okay. How many more kids would have to vote for Romy to make him the cutest puppy? So you're kind of comparing, so you could set that up and you would say, okay, the difference between Domino and Romy, 8 and 3 is 5, but in order for Romy to get cutest, I'd have to bump that 5 up 1, because it would have to go 1 past 8, which is 9. So we would say the actual answer, this one would be 6. But any question that you came up with works, as long as the reader would have to look up here and pull information to answer. So that's it for today. Bye-bye.